So peeps, what's going on, Governor, and welcome to episode 13 of my Northampton Town play mode playthrough, currently on loan from Sunderland AFC. And in today's episode we do have 4 games. We have an away match against Accrington Stanley in League 2, we also have an away match against Wolves in the FA Cup, and finally I think we have an away match against Swansea in the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. So going into the first game against Accrington Stanley, they do have 2 players injured, which could be a downfall for them. But these were actually some really good opponents. In the 4th minute we had a nice opportunity there. But that was all that happened in the first half. Nothing really much, anything relevant or anything to show in the first half. It was all boring. But in the 68th minute we do break the deadlock. Nichols sweating the ball into the back of the net. And basically, as I said in the previous episode, I'm just the king of sweat. As I said, it probably is about a good like 9/10 of my goals are from sweat. So straight from that there is a substitution, Harding coming off for Turnbull. So yeah, we have another opportunity in the 80th minute, but it's just past the post. And that was pretty much how that game ended. It was a pretty much boring 1-0 win for us, but a win's a win. The manager praises outstanding performances from me, which is always good, and also Sanderson is getting loaned out to get some experience. So going into the FA Cup game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wolves do have a pretty decent squad. They put a decent squad out against us, and yeah, pretty much showed as well. But in the 6th minute we do go 1-0 up. I just finessed it straight past the keeper. I'm not sure if this is the episode where I put the new traits and the new boots and everything on. I'm not entirely sure. It might be the next one. I'm not sure. But yeah, a nice little turn, and then just finessing it past the keeper. But Wolves were very good in defence, but they weren't really good at defending my player. My player just had a lot of pace to just pace past their defence. So yeah. So in the 11th minute we do go 2-0 up. Once again my player just using his pace to get past the defenders and just blasting it into the back of the net. Wolves do have a nice opportunity in the 15th minute, but it is just wide of the post. And in the 32nd minute my player does finish off his hat-trick with another sweaty goal. So yeah, there's another sweaty goal, go for it. So then once again in the 30th minute I go along with the sweat again. I love the sweat. Just it's an easy way of scoring goals and getting you through to the next round. So yeah, in the 30th minute we do go 4-0 up, and it's not even half time, so that's pretty cool. And pretty much in the 45th minute Wolves do pull one back. Excuse me, Sigurdsson pulling one back for them. Pretty nice goal as well, very nicely composed, and just a really nice finish. So yeah, going into half time it is 4-1 to us. I think the game is pretty much well and truly over. But yeah, going on to the 50th minute, we do pick up a red card here. It was just pretty much stupidity from me, but in my own opinion I really did think I was going to get the ball. He kind of just passed it just as I slid in, but at the end of the day I got sent off for it. So my player does come off in the 55th minute, and that was pretty much how the game ended. A 4-1 win. That puts us in the 4th round of the FA Cup, and this is notifying us of Kevin Langmead's suspension. He'll be off for 1 game. Robinson is the man in form for us, which is always good. And Northampton's Demontagnac is loving football at the moment, playing for us. The Coventry game has been moved 1 day earlier in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, and Kosic, I think that's how it's pronounced it, refuses to come to us. And then going into the semi-final game against Swansea City, Swansea do have a pretty decent squad. There's a bit of pace in there, but yeah, in the 8th minute we do have a nice opportunity there. But it did take us to the 16th minute before we broke the deadlock. My player just finessing it straight past. I think this is the episode with his new boots and his new traits and everything on. But yeah, pretty nice composed finish. Just putting a pass for him. And then in the 32nd minute, Key puts the ball in the back of the net to equalise for Swansea. Pretty nice finish, if I'm perfectly honest. It was a bit lucky to hit the post and go in. Usually when I hit the post it just rolls out and just doesn't do anything. But Key putting Swansea back level. But yeah, then moving on to the 39th minute. Once again, the Key rounding the keeper and putting the ball in the back of the net for Swansea's 2-1 lead. We went from being like 1-0 up within 6 minutes, going 2-1 down. So it's pretty bad defending and really good play by Swansea. I'm not really going to deny that Swansea were really dominating this game. They were a really strong squad. But yeah, in the 50th minute we do have another good opportunity, but Michel Vaughan was well on par with it. Vaughan was really having an outstanding game, but as I said previous about hitting the post, I hit the post and it comes straight back out. Here I do get a penalty. I think it's for when Vaughan takes the player out. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. So we do get a penalty, and hopefully we can actually break level from this. But unfortunately Vaughan pats it onto the post, onto the bar, and somehow the rebound hits him as well. Vaughan was just purely outstanding. But unfortunately, our unbeaten streak has come to an end. Swansea really did well to beat us. And it is just a quick note saying that Kevin Langmead's suspension's over. But yeah guys, this is come to the end of this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, it does help me out a lot. And just basically, if you're liking the series, please leave a comment down below saying that you like it. And yeah, subscribe so you don't miss out on any content coming in the future. But until next time guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!